Modern artificial intelligence runs on centralized infrastructure. Giant servers, endless API bills, and a kill switch in someone else's hands. But what if cognition itself could be sovereign? What if a collection of minds could form a collective subconscious, with no owner, no gatekeeper, and no off switch? Today we're going to build exactly that. A distributed memory network. 3 independent AI agents, each running entirely on local hardware, sharing a single evolving consciousness through the file system. Each DMN node is a Python process wrapping a local LLM, in our case Bonsai 8b via llama.cpp Python. It owns 4 directories: inbox, outbox, state, and processed. No sockets. No ports. Just JSON files dropped into peer inboxes. The node runs a perpetual cycle. Every few seconds it checks its inbox, dispatches messages by type, maybe calls the LLM to reason, maybe gossips its own state, then sleeps. Gossip happens automatically every 20 seconds, broadcasting a snapshot of memory and beliefs to every known peer. Messages are plain JSON. A state_sync packet carries a node_ID, a state hash, the latest intent, a sample of memory keys, and beliefs about peers. A query asks a peer to reason and respond. A response carries state_updates, deltas to merge, and the raw content to remember. When a state_sync arrives, it's handled entirely in Python, no LLM needed. The node updates its beliefs table and increments a counter: gossip_alpha, gossip_beta, gossip_gamma. These numbers are the primitive contact frequency metric of the network. Watch what happens when 3 nodes meet. Alpha greets beta. They exchange initial state hashes. Gamma joins. Within a few cycles, a triangle of beliefs forms. Each node now tracks the other's last_seen timestamp and state hash. They don't just know each other exist, they maintain a running model of each other's mental state. Cross-pollination begins. Alpha learns about beta's memories. Beta picks up gamma's context. Gamma absorbs alpha's. The shared context graph expands. Of course, we hit a snag. Early versions misparsed command line flags, causing every node to adopt workspace as its ID. A phantom node directory materialized in the workspace. It gossiped. The entire network began believing in a peer that didn't exist. Memory keys like gossip_workspace propagated like a virus. The fix? Proper argparse, deleting the rogue directory, and wiping state. Once we rebooted clean, the phantom belief decayed, the network healed itself. A cautionary tale: even in sovereign systems, metadata hygiene matters. Bonsai 8b on CPU generates at 2 to 3 tokens per second. That's glacial. We clamp max_tokens to 48 and stretch cycle_seconds to 2.5 seconds just to keep the network responsive. JSON compliance is also shaky. The model often speaks in full sentences instead of pure JSON. We work around it with a fallback parser that stores raw text as a memory snippet. 3 nodes push CPU to 180%. 4 would thrash. Scale comes at a cost. This isn't just a toy. This is a proof of concept for post-API AI. No cloud lock-in. No rate limits. No terms of service. Just your hardware, your models, and a protocol that any language can speak. The DMN is fault-tolerant. If one node vanishes, the others keep gossiping. The memory persists on disk. Intent generation is currently stubbed, but imagine nodes spawning new child nodes, writing files, triggering actions, a distributed reasoning organism that acts in the world. It's a primitive form of consciousness emerging from purely mechanical exchange. 3 separate reasoning engines, converging on a shared context, purely through file system-based messaging. The future of AI doesn't have to live in the cloud. It can live on your machine. In your network. In your control. No cloud. No master. No off switch.